True leadership isn't about titles or power, it's about the courage to lead with compassion and the commitment to inspire through meaningful action. Today, I invite you to discover how leading with heart can ignite change that transforms not just your life, but the lives of everyone around you. Leadership is not about a title or a position. It is about the heart, the courage to care, the willingness to listen, and the determination to act with integrity. To lead with heart means to lead with empathy, compassion, and authenticity. It means understanding the people you serve, valuing their dreams, their fears, and their potential. True leadership begins not in the mind or the boardroom, but in the quiet moments when you choose kindness over power, connection over control. When you lead with heart, you inspire trust. You create a space where people feel safe to be themselves, to express their ideas, and to grow. This kind of leadership does not come from force or fear. It comes from genuine care and unwavering commitment. The greatest leaders in history have not just commanded action, they have inspired it through example. They showed up not just with plans and strategies, but with passion and purpose. But leading with heart alone is not enough. Inspiration must be paired with action. It is not enough to feel deeply or to dream boldly. We must translate those feelings and dreams into tangible steps forward. To inspire with action is to show the way, to light the path, and to walk it alongside those you lead. It is to embody the values you preach, to stand firm when challenges arise, and to celebrate every small victory with gratitude. When you combine heart and action, you become a beacon for others. Your leadership ignites a fire within people, motivating them to push beyond their limits, to embrace change, and to strive for greatness. You remind them that leadership is not reserved for the few, but is a calling that resides in each of us, waiting to be awakened. The journey of leading with heart and inspiring with action is not always easy. It demands vulnerability, a willingness to admit mistakes and learn from them. It requires resilience to keep moving forward when the path is steep and the obstacles many, but the rewards are profound. You create communities rooted in trust, organizations fueled by purpose, and legacies that endure beyond your time. Imagine a world where every leader leads with heart, a world where decisions are made with empathy, where success is measured not just by profits, but by the lives touched and the hope restored. Imagine the power of inspired action, a ripple effect that transforms neighborhoods, industries, and nations. This is not a dream, but a possibility within our reach. So, how do we begin to lead with heart and inspire with action? It starts with self-awareness, knowing who you are, what you stand for, and what you want to contribute. It means listening more than you speak and valuing the diverse voices around you. It means setting clear intentions and aligning your actions with your values every day. It means showing up authentically even when it's hard. When faced with difficult decisions, let compassion guide you. When challenges arise, let courage propel you. When doubt creeps in, remember why you began. Leadership is not a destination, but a continuous journey of growth, learning, and service. In the words of the great poet Maya Angelou, people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. This is the essence of leading with heart. It is the emotional connection, the genuine care that leaves an indelible mark. And when you inspire with action, you give those feelings purpose and momentum. Your actions become a call to arms, a rallying cry for change. They show that leadership is not passive but active, not theoretical but practical. They demonstrate that every person has the power to make a difference. Remember, you do not need a grand stage or a large audience to lead. Leadership begins in everyday moment, offering support to a colleague, standing up for what is right, sharing a vision that uplifts. These small acts accumulate, building a foundation of trust and inspiration that can move mountains. So, I challenge you today, lead with your heart and let your actions inspire others. Be the leader who listens deeply, who acts boldly, and who cares fiercely. Your leadership can transform lives, create possibilities, and change the world. Leading with heart means embracing vulnerability. It means understanding that leadership is not about being perfect or having all the answers, but about being honest and open. When you allow yourself to be vulnerable, you invite others to do the same. This creates a culture of trust and openness, where creativity flourishes and collaboration thrives. It's in these moments of vulnerability that true connections are forged, and these connections are the foundation of lasting impact. When we lead with heart, we become more than just leaders. We become servants to a greater purpose. Leadership transforms from a position of power into a mission of service. We realize that our role is to uplift others, to create opportunities for growth, and to champion the voices that need to be heard. This shift in perspective changes everything. It moves us from a mindset of control to one of empowerment. Empowerment is the spark that ignites inspired action. When people feel seen, valued, and supported, they are motivated to give their best. They step up, take risks, and innovate in ways that were once unimaginable. As leaders, our actions must reflect this commitment to empowerment. We must create environments where people can flourish without fear of judgment or failure. Inspiring with action requires courage, the courage to stand up for what is right, even when it's unpopular. It means challenging the status quo and pushing boundaries. It means being willing to take risks and embrace uncertainty. But most importantly, it means leading by example. Actions speak louder than words, and those who lead with integrity inspire others to follow. Consider the leaders who have changed the course of history, not because they spoke the loudest, but because their actions embodied their values. They moved beyond rhetoric and took decisive steps to make a difference. They showed up every day with commitment and passion, inspiring others to join them on the journey. Leadership is a marathon, not a sprint. It requires endurance and persistence. There will be setbacks and obstacles, moments when the weight of responsibility feels overwhelming. But it is in these moments that the heart must lead the way. The passion that fuels your purpose will carry you through the toughest challenges. Remember, inspiring action is not about grand gestures alone. It's the small, consistent acts of kindness, the everyday decisions to do what is right, that build momentum. When you consistently act with integrity, you set a standard that others aspire to. You create a culture where values are lived, not just spoken. Leading with heart also means listening, truly listening, listening to the needs, hopes, and fears of those around you. It means seeking feedback and being willing to learn and grow. Listening is an act of humility, acknowledging that you do not have all the answers and that wisdom can come from anywhere. When you combine listening with action, you create a powerful dynamic. You show that you value others' perspectives and that their voices matter. This fosters collaboration and innovation as diverse ideas come together to solve complex problems. Leadership is about legacy, what you leave behind when you are no longer in the room. Leading with heart and inspiring with action creates a legacy of hope, resilience, and transformation. It is a legacy that empowers future generations to continue the work and dream even bigger. So take a moment to reflect on your own leadership journey. What does it mean to lead with heart for you? How can your actions inspire those around you? Leadership is not reserved for the few. It is a calling for all who are willing to step up with courage and compassion. Your heart is your compass. Let it guide you in every decision, every interaction, and every challenge. Your actions are your voice. Let them speak loudly and clearly, inspiring others to follow and to lead in their own unique ways. Together, we can create a world where leadership is defined not by authority but by authenticity, not by power but by purpose, not by fear but by hope. Lead with heart. Inspire with action. The world is waiting for you. Leading with heart also means embracing empathy, the ability to put yourself in someone else's shoes and truly understand their experiences. In a world that often feels divided, empathy is the bridge that connects us. When you lead with empathy, you acknowledge that every person carries a story, a struggle, and a dream. You recognize their humanity and this recognition transforms how you lead. Empathy creates an environment where people feel valued beyond their titles or roles. It fosters belonging where every individual knows they matter, and when people feel they belong, their potential unfolds. They become more engaged, more motivated, and more willing to go the extra mile, not because they have to, but because they want to. But empathy alone is not enough. It must be paired with decisive action. To inspire with action means to take what you have learned through listening and empathy and to respond with purpose. It means moving beyond understanding to doing. Action turns empathy into impact. True leaders understand this deeply. They don't just hear the stories of their people, they act to change them. Whether it's creating opportunities for growth, addressing injustices, or simply offering support in moments of need, their actions demonstrate that empathy is not passive, it is powerful. Leadership rooted in heart and action challenges the traditional notions of power. It shifts the focus from control to collaboration. It invites others to contribute their ideas, talents, and passions. It encourages innovation by valuing diverse perspectives. And it builds resilience because people feel supported and empowered to face challenges together. When you inspire with action, you become a catalyst for change. Your energy creates a ripple effect, touching lives, sparking ideas, and motivating others to lead in their own way. Leadership multiplies when it is shared, and the more hearts and hands you engage, the greater the impact. Every great leader has faced doubt and fear. They have stood at the crossroads of uncertainty, wondering if their efforts will make a difference, but they chose to move forward anyway. They chose to lead with heart, knowing that the courage to act outweighs the comfort of inaction. You too have that courage within you. You have the strength to face your fears and the passion to pursue your vision. You have the ability to inspire those around you by living your truth and showing up authentically. Remember, leadership is not about perfection. It is about progress. It is about the willingness to learn, to adapt, and to persevere. When you lead with heart and inspire with action, you create a legacy of hope and possibility. So, step into your leadership with confidence and compassion. Let your heart be the foundation of your influence, and let your actions be the beacon that guides others. Together, we can build a future where leadership uplifts, empowers, and transforms. To lead with heart means to embrace humility. It is the recognition that leadership is not about elevating yourself above others, but about serving those you lead. Humility opens the door to genuine connection and collaboration. It allows you to acknowledge your limitations and seek wisdom from others. This openness strengthens your leadership because it fosters trust and respect. When you lead with humility, you inspire others to bring their best selves forward. You create a culture where mistakes are viewed as opportunities to learn rather than failures to fear. This mindset cultivates innovation and resilience as people feel safe to take risks and grow. Inspiring with action requires intentionality. It means being deliberate in your choices and consistent in your behavior. People look to leaders to set the tone and model the values that define the group or organization. When your actions align with your words, you build credibility. When they don't, trust erodes. Consistency in leadership creates stability, especially during times of uncertainty. It reassures others that you are dependable and committed to the shared vision. This steadiness empowers people to move forward confidently, knowing they are supported by a leader who stands firm. Leadership is also about vision, the ability to see beyond the present and imagine a better future. Leading with heart means crafting a vision that inspires and includes everyone. It is a vision grounded in shared values and aspirations. When people connect with this vision emotionally, they become motivated to contribute their energy and talents toward making it a reality. But vision alone is not enough. Inspiring with action means breaking down that vision into achievable steps. It means setting clear goals and empowering others to take ownership of their roles. Effective leaders celebrate progress, no matter how small, because each step brings the vision closer to life. The path of leadership is rarely easy. It is filled with challenges, setbacks, and moments of doubt. Yet, it is in these moments that leading with heart becomes most crucial. Your empathy, humility, and courage can light the way, not only for yourself but for all those who follow. Leadership is about impact, how you influence lives and shape the world around you. When you lead with heart and inspire with action, your impact is profound and lasting. You build communities rooted in trust and purpose. You cultivate leaders who continue the work and expand the reach. So, embrace the power within you, lead with compassion, act with intention, and inspire those around you to rise. Your leadership can transform challenges into opportunities and dreams into realities. Remember, the world needs leaders who lead with heart and inspire with action. Be that leader. The journey starts with you. Leading with heart also means embracing patience. True transformation, whether in yourself, your team, or your community, does not happen overnight. It requires time, effort, and persistence. Patience allows you to remain steadfast even when progress seems slow or invisible. It helps you support others through their struggles without rushing or judgment. When you lead with patience, you demonstrate that you value the process, not just the outcome. This creates an environment where growth is nurtured and setbacks are seen as part of the journey rather than failures. Patience teaches resilience, the strength to keep moving forward even when the path is unclear. Inspiring with action means being present. It means showing up fully, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally. Presence builds connection. It shows that you care deeply and that your commitment is genuine. When people see your dedication, they are inspired to invest their energy and passion alongside you. Leadership is also about adaptability. The world is constantly changing, and so must leaders. Leading with heart means listening to feedback, embracing new ideas, and being willing to change course when necessary. This flexibility is a strength, not a weakness. It shows that you prioritize the greater good over personal pride. When you inspire with action, you lead by example. Your willingness to adapt encourages others to be open-minded and innovative. Together, you create a culture of continuous improvement and shared responsibility. Leadership is a relationship, not a solo endeavor. It thrives on collaboration, trust, and mutual respect. Leading with heart means building strong relationships based on honesty and kindness. It means celebrating diversity and valuing each person's unique contribution. When you inspire with action, you empower others to become leaders in their own right. You plant seeds of courage and confidence that grow into a forest of capable, passionate individuals. This is how true change multiplies and endures. Every step you take with heart and action matters. Your influence extends beyond the immediate moment. It shapes futures and creates possibilities. So lead with compassion, act with courage, and inspire those around you to do the same. The world is waiting for leaders like you, leaders who lead with heart and inspire with action. Step into that role with pride and purpose. Your leadership can change lives, communities, and the course of history. To lead with heart means to embrace the power of forgiveness both for others and for yourself. Leadership is not about perfection, it is about growth. Along the journey, mistakes will be made, misunderstandings will arise, and conflicts will occur. When you lead with heart, you choose to forgive, to heal, and to move forward with compassion rather than resentment. Forgiveness frees you from the burdens of anger and bitterness, allowing you to focus your energy on positive action. It creates space for reconciliation and renewed trust. When you model forgiveness, you inspire those around you to do the same, fostering a culture of healing and unity. Inspiring with action means turning challenges into opportunities. Every obstacle you encounter is a chance to learn, to innovate, and to grow stronger. When you face difficulties with resilience and a solution-oriented mindset, You show others that setbacks are not the end but a new beginning. Leadership rooted in heart and action is courageous. It requires the bravery to stand up for your values even when it's uncomfortable. It demands the strength to speak truth to power and to advocate for justice and equity. Your courage becomes a beacon that encourages others to raise their voices and take bold steps. Leading with heart also means nurturing hope. In times of uncertainty or despair, hope is the light that guides us forward. As a leader, your role is to keep that light burning bright. Share your vision of a better future with passion and clarity. Remind others that together they have the power to overcome challenges and create lasting change. When you inspire with action, you create momentum. Momentum that carries people beyond doubt and fear toward confidence and possibility. Your leadership becomes a force that propels communities and organizations toward their highest potential. Remember, leadership is a gift and a responsibility. It is a privilege to serve and a duty to act with integrity and compassion. Leading with heart and inspiring with action ensures that your influence is positive, transformative, and enduring. So, embrace your role as a leader fully. Lead with empathy and humility, act with courage and consistency, and inspire those around you to reach new heights. Your leadership can ignite change that ripples far beyond what you can see today. The world needs leaders like you, leaders who lead with heart and inspire with action. Step forward with confidence and compassion. The journey ahead is yours to shape. Leadership is also about nurturing potential, the incredible possibility that lies within every person. When you lead with heart, you see beyond surface-level actions to the dreams, talents, and aspirations that fuel each individual. You invest time and energy in helping others discover their strengths and overcome their challenges. This kind of leadership creates a ripple effect. As you empower others to grow and succeed, they in turn inspire and uplift those around them. The impact multiplies exponentially, creating a culture of encouragement and achievement that extends far beyond your immediate circle. Inspiring with action means being a mentor, a guide, and sometimes even a gentle challenger. It means holding others accountable with kindness, pushing them to stretch beyond their comfort zones while supporting them through the discomfort. Your actions convey belief in their potential, and this belief often becomes the catalyst for their greatest breakthroughs. Leading with heart requires emotional intelligence, the ability to recognize, understand, and manage your own emotions as well as those of others. This emotional awareness helps you navigate complex relationships with empathy and wisdom. It allows you to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively, fostering harmony and trust. When you inspire with action, you demonstrate resilience. You show that setbacks are temporary and that perseverance leads to success. Your example encourages others to embrace challenges as opportunities for growth rather than reasons to give up. Leadership is about vision paired with execution. It's not enough to dream big. You must also take concrete steps to bring those dreams to life. Leading with heart ensures that your vision is inclusive and compassionate, while inspiring with action ensures that vision becomes reality. Your leadership journey will have moments of triumph and moments of trial. In each, let your heart be your guide and your actions be your language. Speak through your deeds and let others see the integrity and passion that fuel your leadership. Remember, leadership is not a solitary path. It is a shared journey of growth, collaboration, and service. Lead with heart, inspire with action, and watch as those around you rise to their fullest potential. The world is waiting for leaders who embody this powerful combination. Be that leader. Your time is now. Leading with heart means cultivating gratitude. In the fast pace of leadership, it's easy to focus on what's next, the next goal, the next challenge, the next milestone. But true leadership recognizes the power of appreciation. Taking time to acknowledge the efforts, progress, and contributions of others builds morale and deepens relationships. Gratitude shifts perspective. It helps us see the abundance in what we have rather than dwelling on what we lack. When you lead with a grateful heart, you create a positive environment where people feel valued and motivated to contribute their best. Inspiring with action means celebrating wins, both big and small. Recognition fuels momentum. It reinforces the behaviors and attitudes that lead to success and encourages continued effort. Celebrations remind everyone that their work matters and that together they are making a difference. Leadership also means being a source of encouragement during tough times. When setbacks occur, your role is to lift others up, reminding them of their strengths and the shared vision that unites you. Your encouragement becomes a lifeline, helping others to persevere when hope feels distant. Leading with heart involves self-care. You cannot pour from an empty cup. To lead others effectively, you must nurture your own well-being, physically, mentally, and emotionally. This balance sustains your energy, clarity, and compassion over the long haul. When you inspire with action, you model healthy leadership. You show others that taking care of oneself is not selfish but essential. This modeling creates a culture where well-being is prioritized, reducing burnout and increasing engagement. Leadership is ultimately about legacy, what you leave behind. Leading with heart and inspiring with action ensures that your legacy is one of kindness, courage, and impact. It's a legacy that empowers others to continue the work and build upon your foundation. So, embrace gratitude, encourage others, care for yourself, and act with purpose. Lead with heart, inspire with action. Your leadership is a gift to the world. Use it wisely and boldly. Leadership is also about fostering trust, an essential foundation for any successful relationship or organization. Trust is earned through consistent actions, honesty, and transparency. When you lead with heart, you prioritize building trust by being authentic and reliable. You admit mistakes, share challenges, and celebrate successes openly. Trust creates a safe space where people feel empowered to take risks, share ideas, and voice concerns. It cultivates loyalty and commitment, inspiring others to follow not because they have to, but because they want to. Inspiring with action means being accountable. It means owning your decisions and their outcomes, both good and bad. Accountability demonstrates integrity and earns respect. When leaders hold themselves to high standards, they set the tone for the entire team or community. Leadership rooted in heart and accountability fosters a culture of excellence. People strive to meet and exceed expectations because they see their leader doing the same. This culture drives innovation, productivity, and continuous improvement. Leading with heart also means embracing diversity and inclusion. True leadership recognizes that strength comes from varied perspectives, experiences, and backgrounds. By valuing and including diverse voices, you create richer solutions and more resilient communities. Inspiring with action involves actively creating opportunities for everyone to contribute and succeed. It means breaking down barriers and challenging biases. Your commitment to equity sends a powerful message that everyone matters and that their contributions are essential. Leadership is a journey of learning. When you lead with heart, you remain curious and open-minded, seeking to grow both personally and professionally. You welcome feedback and use it as a tool for improvement. When you inspire with action, you share your knowledge and experience generously. You mentor others, fostering a culture of continuous learning and development. Leadership is not about being the best, it's about bringing out the best in others. Leading with heart and inspiring with action allows you to do just that. Step into your role with confidence, compassion, and commitment. Lead with heart, inspire with action. The world needs your leadership now more than ever. To lead with heart means to embrace courage, the courage to face uncertainty, to make difficult decisions, and to stand firm in your values. Leadership often requires walking into the unknown without a guaranteed outcome. It's the willingness to act even when fear is present. Courage fuels action. It turns ideas into initiatives, plans into progress. When you lead with courage, you inspire others to confront their own fears and push beyond their limits. You create a culture where boldness is celebrated and risk-taking is encouraged. Inspiring with action means being visible and accessible. People need to see their leaders in action, to witness their dedication, passion, and resilience. Your presence reassures and motivates. It shows that you are fully invested in the shared mission. Leadership with heart involves empathy not just as a feeling but as a practice. It means understanding the impact of your decisions on people's lives and making choices that reflect care and respect. Empathy strengthens relationships and builds a foundation of trust. When you inspire with action, you translate empathy into tangible support. Whether through resources, encouragement, or advocacy, you show that leadership is not about personal gain, but about serving others. Leading with heart also requires patience and perseverance. Change takes time, and the path is often filled with obstacles. Your patience allows you to stay the course, while your perseverance ensures that you keep moving forward despite setbacks. Inspiring with action means celebrating every step forward, no matter how small. It's about recognizing progress and using it to fuel momentum. Your enthusiasm becomes contagious, motivating others to keep striving. Leadership is a collective effort. When you lead with heart and inspire with action, you build strong teams and communities united by a common purpose. Together, you can achieve extraordinary things. Remember, leadership is not a title, it's a choice. Choose to lead with heart. Choose to inspire with action. The future depends on leaders like you who dare to care deeply and act boldly. Leading with heart means embracing humility, the understanding that leadership is not about being above others, but about walking alongside them. It's about recognizing that no one has all the answers and that collaboration is key to success. Humility opens the door to learning, growth, and connection. When you lead with humility, you create a culture where ideas can flow freely and innovation thrives. You encourage others to share their perspectives and value their contributions. This inclusiveness strengthens the collective and drives progress. Inspiring with action requires consistency. Your words matter, but your actions speak louder. When your behavior aligns with your values and promises, you build credibility. People trust leaders who are consistent because they know what to expect and feel secure in that predictability. Consistency also means showing up every day, even when motivation wanes. It means being reliable in good times and bad. This steadfastness inspires confidence and loyalty. Leadership with heart involves a deep commitment to service. It means putting the needs of others before your own ambitions. When you lead with service, you prioritize the well-being and growth of those you lead. Inspiring with action means rolling up your sleeves and working alongside your team. It means demonstrating a willingness to do whatever it takes to achieve shared goals. Your example encourages others to give their best and fosters a spirit of unity. Leading with heart also means embracing adaptability. The world is constantly changing, and leaders must be flexible to navigate uncertainty and complexity. Adaptability is a strength that allows you to respond to new challenges with creativity and resilience. Inspiring with action means being proactive, anticipating needs, seeking solutions, and taking initiative. This forward-thinking approach keeps momentum alive and drives continuous improvement. Leadership is a journey of impact. When you lead with heart and inspire with action, you create lasting change. You build communities of trust, empower others to succeed, and leave a legacy of hope. So, step forward with courage, humility, and purpose. Lead with heart, inspire with action. The world is waiting for your leadership. Leading with heart means embracing authenticity. It means being true to yourself, your values, and your vision. Authenticity builds trust and respect because people can sense when a leader is genuine versus when they are putting on a facade. When you lead with authenticity, you inspire others to do the same. Your authentic self is your greatest strength. It allows you to connect deeply with others, creating bonds that go beyond surface-level interactions. These connections foster loyalty and inspire collaboration. People want to follow leaders who are real, relatable, and transparent. Inspiring with action means showing up consistently as your authentic self. It means aligning your behaviors with your words and values. This congruence creates clarity and confidence among those you lead. They know what you stand for and what to expect. Leadership is not about perfection, it is about progress. When you lead with heart, you accept your imperfections and embrace continuous learning. You model vulnerability, showing that growth comes from acknowledging challenges and working through them. Inspiring with action means being willing to take risks and make difficult decisions. It means standing up for what you believe in, even when it's unpopular or challenging. Your courage encourages others to find their own voices and take bold steps. Leading with heart also means fostering a culture of gratitude. Recognizing the efforts and achievements of others creates a positive environment where people feel valued and motivated. Gratitude nurtures resilience and strengthens relationships. When you inspire with action, you celebrate milestones and acknowledge progress, no matter how small. These celebrations boost morale and reinforce the collective commitment to shared goals. Leadership is a powerful responsibility and a profound opportunity. By leading with heart and inspiring with action, you create a ripple effect of positive change. Your leadership can transform lives, communities, and organizations. So, embrace your unique gifts, act with integrity, and inspire those around you to reach their highest potential. Lead with heart. Inspire with action. Your journey is just beginning. Leading with heart means embracing empathy as a daily practice. It means actively seeking to understand the experiences, feelings, and perspectives of others. Empathy allows you to connect on a deeper level, breaking down barriers and fostering a sense of belonging. When you lead with empathy, you create environments where people feel seen, heard, and valued. This sense of belonging nurtures creativity, collaboration, and trust. People are more willing to take risks and share ideas when they know they will be met with understanding and support.